Good after night. How's it going? Hopefully pretty alright, maybe? Hi. It's been a bit, as you may know. Since I last streamed. Hi, hopefully everyone's doing okay. I'm here today. And if you didn't see my thing on Twitch the other day, I'll just briefly state again that things in life are taking focus right now over streaming and pretty much any other creative thing that I am doing. So I'm only able to stream like once a week, if even. Some weeks I just haven't been able to stream at all, but that's okay. We're going to play some Skyward Sword today because I'm really behind on this game. This game came out like almost 3 months ago, and I'm still not done with it. So we're going to change that right here, right now, as soon as I remember to, put the game in the actual system. Also, I have WarioWare, which is a good game, and I was originally planning to stream, but I've already played through all of it. Yeah, I already did that. Sorry about that. Partner. Sorry about that, partner. So, hopefully you are doing all right today. I'm okay. Actually, I'd go as far as to say I'm doing a little bit above okay today. The stress levels that I had mentioned when I last streamed Hades, and made my announcement that I'm going to be putting streaming on the low end for a little while here. God, 9:03 was the last I played this. God, that was like 20 days ago. 23 days ago, Jesus. I don't even remember what I was in the middle of doing. Fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna try to give myself some time to stream this week. Only so I can work on finishing this game. And I don't have this, going on way past how long it should. I think I know what I'm actually in the middle of doing.
What a good place to stop on, huh?
Right in the middle of fucking plot. Alright, what do you want from me?
Your sword!
I don't remember the voices I did for these characters. Shit.
There can be no doubt the sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done, Link. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It is a divine power left to us by the gods of old. The same power that is spoken of in the Ballad of the Goddess. Look upon you as to see, and that the same great power now flowing through the sword that you carry.
Don't worry about me, I'm okay. Maybe.
Come, Link, you must now open the gate of time.
You see the way he... Also, I'm not going to be using webcam for a little bit here as well. Just cause lazy.
Now that the sacred force dwells within your blade, strike the gate of time with a skyward strike, and it will surely awaken. Climb upon the pedestal and show that gate your sword's power.
Fill up your hearts. Echo, yo.
Yo, Link, I saw the rail track I put outside, eh? What's it for? Oh, you'll see before long.
Before long, you say? Like right now, maybe?
Whoa!
Oh.
I fear the seal has given away once again. That terrible beast is awakening even as we speak. It's likely that the monster reacted to the secret power given off by your sword. I wish it had not happened, but there was no other way to open the gate. So it goes. Link, you must imprison the beast once again.
All right, bring it on. This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to break out my new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance.
He's got teeth? I guess he do.
Well, what are we waiting for? I'm heading out here.
I think it said there. It's good to know even with, like, months off from streaming, I still can't remember how to fucking read. What was that?
Hey, Link! Try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing super weapon I've been working on. I call it the Grucinator. Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? That's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First, I got all the fences cluttering the area out of the way. Then I laid down rails for her to run on. All by myself, of course. I don't know what came over me. I don't even know where I got all this fucking wood. I just started punching trees and shit. Went down into the mine shaft, stole the rails from there. It's quite a lot easier than actually making the rails yourself, that is. I don't know what came over me. I just had no clue I had the talent to make something like this, you know? Anyhow, you just tell me where you want me to place my shots and I'll put it on the ugly monster.
Well, I just realized that the speaker from my computer is still... There we go. I was wondering where the echo was coming from. That would explain it.
I don't care how beefy you are, I'm bound to stumble for a few moments after taking one of my big bombs to the body. Hang on, no, that monster showed up with me sooner than I was expecting. There are a few final adjustments I gotta make before she can move on the rails I put down. I'll call out to you when she's ready for action. Till then, do whatever you can to hold off that beast.
Alright, well, he's gonna be up there doing his thing.
Do that thing.
So the problem is, if I think I might just need a new aux cable, because when my audio, when I plug that cable all the way into the monitor, is when I get the weird audio in my ears with like the echo voices and like the weird mixing that I had from like a few streams ago. But if I leave it halfway plugged in, then there's an echo that you can hear. So that wasn't super cash money. Also, he got Ansu now. And Angry Foot.
Look at that. Seems like our ugly friend grew itself a pair of hands. Great timing. I hope it knows how to catch, because my machine has a mean right arm. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, do what you need to do to stop it.
Part of me wants to like actually try to do this the old legit way, but now I'm already regretting that. So we will proceed to don't. And instead go for this method, because it's easier that way. Alright, I forgot it does this occasionally.
Hey, Link, the machine's all loaded up and ready to smash! That flaggy sack of teeth tries to climb the wall, I can blast it off here with a bomb. Want some backup from me, just send me the signal. Now it's time for the group exploded action.
Okay, thank you. I'll figure it out. This is a lot more dialogue than I was trying to do right away. Is that good?
Ha! She packs a mean punch, doesn't she? Tell you, I was in love the first time I pulled this lever. I started loading her back up with another bomb, so keep beating on the big ugly till I give you the signal.
Is that enough for it to give up? Okay, it is. Yeah, I definitely think I need a new aux cable or something because I don't know what the issue would be otherwise with this audio stuff. Technical issues is definitely one reason why I have opted to stream less. Also, that was a loud hey! Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Botch job. Fuck. Stop moving. Don't. Oh, I thought I missed again. But yeah, I just, I guess since we're still at the beginning of the stream-ish, I wanted to stream today, to get caught up on this game a little bit. Alright, homeboy, stop. Stop. Stop! Yes, Bruce. You are hay. Look at them teefers he got. What? What do you mean I missed? Oh, he's a little bit close to the top here. What happened there? You fuck-ass Link. I think I got pushed off by his arms. Bowser's arms. Oh shit! Oh fuck. I didn't know he could fling me off like that. Okay, this is not good. Bruce. I'm surprised that counted. Alright, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Great. I've never actually lost this fight before. Fuck! What the fuck? Well, I think we're about to figure out what the hell happens when you lose this fight. Come on, Bruce.
Oh, no, no, no! No! You're not gonna do that to me.
We're like one toe away from success here. There. Get fucked. Jeez. I've never struggled so much with this fight before. Oh my god, really? Really? Oh, this is annoying as hell. You can't go around him because of his arms. You have to go up and jump down. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that was quite a bit closer than I would have liked for it to be. But I guess it's been so long since I played this fight. I didn't realize that he would fling me off the top of his head. When on the third part of this fight. Also, hello, Zachary. now we Twilight Princess in this shit. That is such a distinct way to explode.
Strike the searing spike was a skyward strike. Yes, thank you.
Oh wait, no, that's not Impa. Impa is the other. Fuck, I don't remember the characters in this game. This is what I get for taking a month off. Oh, it's the Mark of the Covenant. Excellent. Yes. Seal that shit. Have I played this game before? Yeah, I've 100% in this game, like twice. It's been a very long time since I played through this game, though. Like, I played the game twice, right when it first came out, and then never again. Whereas other Zelda games, I know like the back of my hand. But this one is probably my least familiar Zelda game, of the 3D variety anyways. Like, there's plenty of 2D ones that I'm even less familiar with. Haven't beaten the Oracle games. Haven't even beaten one route of the Oracles.
Nice work there, Link. Of course you could have done it without me, but no need to thank Groose. I know I saved your tail. Now let's get that Gate of Time thing up and running. I'll go on ahead.
Yeah, my particularly for me, Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda. I used to play that game every single year, in some form or another. Either through like a randomizer or the 3DS version, or as a kid mostly on Wii Virtual Console, but I also had it on original N64. All right.
It seems you were successful in imprisoning the monster again.
Angry old lady.
You have my thanks, Link. As do you, Groose.
That's not my name, lady. It's Groose.
Nope, it's Groose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Oh, you give me too much credit, Granny. You're the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy into doing what I could to help.
I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential.
Isn't that almost a Zanza line from Xenoblade?
I do what is necessary for the world.
Link, you must wonder, just what is it you have been fighting out there in the Great Pit? There's much I could tell you, but suffice to say it is the root of evil we face. When you pass through the Gate of Time, you shall learn more.
What a great time to come back to playing this game after, like, 23 days off. You know, just a huge plot dump. I was very smart in leaving off where I did. Oh, good.
We may seal it and resail it into its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bounds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. Seriously, that shit's cool as fuck, ain't it? We must destroy it at its source or suffer its fate again and again. There is no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward strike.
Come on already! Charge that sword of yours with that sacred force stuff Granny was talking about, and zap the Gate of Time. Right, Granny?
I don't know why Groose sometimes has like a
Gate of Time
kind of accent for me. It just fits, though.
Indeed. Now, Link, go to the gate.
That counted? That counted? Okay, fine. Oh, I remember this cutscene. It's time for Tetris. Groose is dead. Really good music in this game, too. This kind of reminds me of the Aurum segment of Kid Icarus. Cool pixel art. Oh. Wait, that's not how these things work. Oh, that's actually really cool looking. All right.
Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate.
What about Groose?
No, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit. And Granny Key here keeps saying, Granny Cream, hop on an ice cream.
Or berries and cream.
Anyways, Granny here keeps yapping on about how we never know when it might bust free again.
Griffin McElroy has ruined my brain, by the way, with berries and cream. Just saying.
Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? No, forget about it. Hey, forget about it. It's a New York joke.
Choking on munchies. You know that sound? That's the sound of hot Cheetos, pretzels, and sun chips.
When you see Zelda, tell her I said, what's up?
Link's like, really? That's it? Oh my god. This fucking guy. Oh, this is also very Twilight Princess. Like going through the mirror. It's kind of like a weird illusion like this. Cool. Temple of Hylia. Nope. I'm going this way. Nope. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You don't get to see this place very often, if I recall. Excuse me. I'm just kind of admiring the detail right now. seeing it in its full... I would say restored, but this is the past, so it was never broken down to begin with. Hey! At last, I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will become to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And a little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. Wait, do we know who Demise is right now? It is true to its name. You've passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back through that great door. The great door is behind you. I can't read! I blame the munchies. It is there that the person you've risked your life and blood to defend waits for you. Helicopter sword. If I swung the controller fast enough with motion controls, would Link start flying? You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. You've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales, that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave everyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce.
Gold text.
In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky. On a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time it became known as Skyloft. Wow, I cannot read. Hang on, maybe I need to energize with some Mountain Dew gamer juice.
Gamer up. Yeah.
Alright, Strunks have ended. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess, Hylia, succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia created Demise again! Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion.
What is this crazy shit you speak of?
Is he okay? First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose: to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. That seems like a really dumb idea. Why? She made this sacrifice, as you likely have guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. Wait, what? So wait, the goddess Hylia is not the goddess... I guess, yeah, because Dinneru Feror. I guess I didn't ever really piece that together. That the goddess Hylia is a different entity from them. And so, this is legit me trying to piece together Zelda lore right now. I'm not Celtic though, so brain bad. So wait, the goddess had to like sacrifice into a mortal form in order for the Triforce to work? The fuck kind of rule is that? Okay. For a while, the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods. All of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero. And I, Zelda, am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. How do you know what his name is? He hasn't even told me his name. Wait, yes, he has. He tells me that like every time. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. Did Impa just do that, like, that magic trick stair thing? Like, I know there's stairs going down and Impa was just on it, but it's not that low to the ground. Did off-screen, on what boundary break to look at this cutscene? Did off-screen Impa just, like, go through the ground? I think that is what happened. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. Obama's nation! Obamium is my favorite element, by the way. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land. I need to shut up and stop making dumb jokes and just read. If we allow him to do what he desires... His face! Look at this! Good. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. Link is dissociating so hard! Is he okay? That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place. To sustain the seal as best I can't take this seriously with these eyes! What the fuck? As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. Oh, he's back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago and kept it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Phi and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. The task standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Solely on your shoulders, yeah. Good. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. How do you know that? I can't thank you enough for that, Link. There it is! This is the face!
Look at it. Yes.
Good. Good. During your long journey, you've grown so much. This used to be a gift that, like, anytime there was any Zelda announcement to be made, they would use this as, like, the article, like, thumbnail. You learned wisdom from solving the devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. You just have to go to the unicorn fountain. It's underneath Zora's domain. Only in the future, though. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage. And this, I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination. Obama's nation that threatens his nation. All nation under nation. Indolation. Divination. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. Oh, there's that jingle. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. Sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in the world, only a select few with those with an unbreakable spirit can wield its might. I've already done 3 of those sacred trials. What were they called? Silent Realms? I think so, actually. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce. But I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield the supreme power. So I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger, without even a moment's doubt. I used you. Like a dirty rag. Didn't even wash it. Just cleaned up the mess and kept going. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all this, Link. But you have to understand, this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in that balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. Time to tip the scales, Robin. All that may be well-intended and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep, for thousands of years. Oh no, she cried. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy, just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. No. While it's true that I am Hylia reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him. And then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm gonna ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come to wake me up? Damn, there's no snarky comments I can say. And then she got sealed into the amber. Only to turn into an amber relic that I used to upgrade my net. It's kind of sad, though. She do be floating, though. Oh good, my my sword sheath also upgraded with that power of the god. It is now gold instead of silver. I was wondering what that was about. Wow, that was a lot of plot dump. I still can't get over Link's facial expressions. It's very good. Disassociation Link. Best Link. I see you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There's work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Now go and fulfill your destiny. You are very tall. Why is Link always, like, so short? Why is he always so exactly 5'4"? What the fuck? That is not a comment on anyone I know who happens to be 5'4", by the way. Definitely not.
So, you've returned. Then, you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But Do not despair, for she is still alive and well. She eats 4 times a day somehow. She's a really big fan of KFC these days, but you know, it's neither here nor there. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link. Find the Triforce.
Whoa there, hold up.
Why he A-posing over there?
Link, there's something I gotta tell you. Oh, Zelda. How's she holding up? Is she okay when she saw her? When you... that's terrible. Gotta be so hard for the poor girl. But you're gonna do something about this mess, right? Link, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I don't have a sailcloth, and there was only one of them ever made. I'm staying right here with Granny. Don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I've got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's gotta watch that big ugly monster, and someone's gotta make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to this land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into the one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up in a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I've got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now.
Bruce has gone through, like, a lot of inner, like, mind searching and, like, soul hunting, and now he has found his peace. That's really good, honestly.
So, yeah, you know. When you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here.
I remembered Bruce being a good character, but I didn't actually remember that is because he, I remember him, like, switching, you know, perspectives a little bit from being the jackass to being kind of a bro. But I didn't remember that aspect, that he's like, yeah, I just kind of looked within and found a new life, man. I'm gonna change for the better.
Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link.
All right. Big plot dump. Crystal is still there. You are still made of goddess in there. All right. So I don't exactly remember how to advance the plot from here on, but I do remember that this next, like, portion of the game is probably the one thing I've least looked forward to. But maybe it's not so bad as I'm remembering, which is to say not very much of it.
Something different about your sword, or is it just me? Either way, bud, you gotta get rid of those bad guys down there. Oh, hey, bud.
Wait, what was... This isn't the Goron voice I've been doing.
Oh, hey, bud.
You should probably want to know what I've been seeing by the blessed butterflies flapping around here lately. Too bad I have absolutely no musical ability whatsoever. I could not create beautiful tones to save my life.
I know.
Trust me, I just did the voice. I know.
Do I really gotta, like... Yo, gold!
Gold! Gold!
Alright. I don't know if I actually need more bug, but... I'll take it. Well, I assume we just have to go to Skyloft at this point. I believe it... So, okay. So, here's what I do remember. So, we're about to do the whole, the Song of the Hero stuff. Which makes us go back to each of the 3 regions again. Can I do those in any order I want? I think I can. I just have to get, like, the story advance to, open that, and I don't know exactly where that is. Mayhaps the dude bro, headmaster. That's my first inclination, but I actually don't know. Because I have not replayed this segment of the game in a very long time. Alright. Pip-Pip, how you doing, yellow friend? How's the yellow treating you? Headmaster? Potion seller?
Give me your strongest potions.
Hello, Link. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me.
Everyone has the same voice.
You want to tell me, but you can't. I understand. I'm sure you have a good reason for keeping quiet. Link, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You have this destiny thrust upon you without warning or choice, for that matter. But I wish you to help you as best I can. I'm getting older, and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any question at all about Skyloft or its history, I will be glad to tell you all that now. Will you marry me? Well, no. What do I know of the Triforce? Link, where did you hear that word? True. The ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Link. I don't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer. It shames me to say it, but my knowledge is of little use on this subject.
Oh, you ain't no shit. Oh, fuck you.
Link! Well, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levias, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages?
Oh, I forgot about this dude entirely.
Levias has served as the protector of our skies for a long time. And this knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him.
Where is he?
Yes, I feared that might be your next question. About that. I imagine in your travels you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently, I've heard rumors suggesting that Lavius is trapped. Lavius, rather.
Well, I pronounced it right the first time, but not that time. What?
He's trapped inside the massive cloud. T-shaped cloud. I asked Instructor Olwen to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there's any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Olwen can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself and see what his investigation has revealed?
Okay.
I can't remember. Can I get the last heart container right now, or do I have to wait? I don't remember what quests give hearts. Where am I even at? I don't even have any heart pieces. So, there's 4 of them out there somewhere. Or there's a full heart, but I think it's a heart. Or maybe it's a medal. Might be a medal. Ah, Link. How goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What? Levias. Ah, so you've been talking to the headmaster, I take it. If I'm correct, Levias is the one inside the Thunderhead. But that's not the Levias that we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looks like Levias, but last time I approached him, he came rushing at me. And his eyes, they were full of malice. People change. Or old, wizened creatures change, rather. Perhaps it's more that he is possessed by something. That's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to Levias? That's impossible. I don't think Levias is capable of listening. Not in his current state, no. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, it'll likely end with you getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death in a sea of clouds. What? You're still planning on going? I see. It's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling I could say... I get the feeling nothing I could say will talk you out of it. I wish reading was not difficult, brain. Hey, I have an idea. Come with me. Where are we going, Treebeard? Levias is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely. It's like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that has a hold over him, then there's a chance he'll return to his senses. Listen well, Link, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using the Spiral Charge, you can rid Levias of the blight that has hold of him. The technique is quite easy to perform. All you have to do is press X. Wow! That is quite easy! However, the acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. This is a technique that only Senior 9 Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. Still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. First, dive off this platform and call your bird. It's time to bird up. Listen up, Link. How can I hear him? I caught you halfway to perform a spiral charge when you press X! Use a spiral charge and activate the targets placed around. Okay. If you can destroy 10 targets in under 120 seconds, I will recognize you as a skilled bird rider. Link's not the bird, he's just the rider. They're just... Bada bing, bada boom. Speen. Oh, yes. No.
Oh, Bert, why you Bert?
Oh, that was close. Oh. Come on.
Yeah, get that bird. Yeah, get that bird.
Is this the last one right here then? Hell yeah. That felt pretty good. Wasn't like super optimized or anything, but... Wow! You managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you'll have no problems at all. I knew you could do it, Link. And what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the Spiral Charge attack as a qualified bird rider. Next thing we have to address is just how to go about finding Levias. Maybe the owner of the Lumpy Pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin soup for Levias. Go to the Lumpy Pumpkin and ask him what he knows. No. It's gonna vomit. I was hanging out with my friend Soren the other day. And, this could be a little TMI, but he was like talking to me about soup. And he was like, yeah, I just had, the last time I had soup, sorry, this is gonna be TMI, but he was like, yeah, I vomited the soup. And as it came up, I tasted the soup, and I said, man, that shit was scrumptious. I said, what the fuck? I don't even know why it's in my mind right now. I'm just thinking about soup.
Pumpkin soup.
I missed this game's soundtrack. Man, it's really good. Do I have any goddess cubes to get? I don't think I do. I probably should have looked while I was in Skyloft, but... Splat! Damn it. I don't know why I said damn it. I was the one who deployed the parachute. I could have easily let him splat. Oh yeah, speaking of splat, I did watch the Nintendo Direct this last week. I was planning on talking about it today, but there's been a lot of story so far. I'll get to it, but Splatoon 3 in particular looked really good, I wanted to say.
What's the matter? You look like you've got something mighty serious on your mind.
Actually...
Levias? What about him? Sure, I know Levias well, but I wasn't aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately, after a huge thunderhead has been brewing over there, I haven't been able to make this year's offering. I'll tell you, I feel horrible about it. You say you'll deliver a pot of my soup for the Levias? Huh. I don't know how you plan to fly into that huge thunderhead brewing out there, but if that's the case, I'm gonna do everything I can to make Levias the best batch of soup ever. Good soup! You wait right there. I'm getting inspired to fire up some soup like I've never souped before. Voila!
Wait, how do I say that word? Oh no. Voila. I think voila. That says voila.
There it is. I am fresh now. I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years.
And I'll have to say this is the best batch of pumpkin soup I have ever created.
Master, I will signal for the robot.
Miss Fi, I am here!
How do you get in here? The pumpkin owner, dude, why? He is so concerned. He does not like the existence of this robot.
Oh, this is another heavy load. But don't worry, I can carry anything. I will be waiting outside. I can take you wherever you need to go as soon as you're ready. See ya!
The place where I offer soup to Levias is inside the Thunderhead Cloud, on an island with an everlasting rainbow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. Good luck.
Awesome. How do I get... You know, I'm gonna buy some soup. Homeboy, you wanna sell me some soup? Maybe I have to reload the area. So I was gonna say, I need some HP right now. I mean, not desperately, but it would be good to go into this with full HP, I think.
Alright, my guy, you gotta give me that good soup. The place where I offer soup is inside. Okay.
I can't buy soup from you right now. What the French? What the voila? Speaking of French, I bought this Lind Excellence dark chocolate that is apparently supposed to be chili flavored at Walmart the other day. I've given it to like 6 different people, and it is mixed bag results. I myself do not taste the chili in it at all. It just tastes like dark chocolate. For other people though, like my roommate, he's like, "Oh, dude, this shit's spicy." I'm like, "What do you mean? I can't taste it." I don't know why that came up in my brain as well. Just my brain. It is not good. No. But anyways, the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, so I did watch it. I was gonna stream it, but I had my partner over at the time, and I wasn't going to do that when they were over. So, or like stream with them, because I don't know how they would want to be on camera and such for that. So I decided to just watch it with them. And, yeah, it looks pretty good. The Mario movie casting is absolute batshit cray. I don't think I have a particularly unique opinion to feel that way. Of course, I think Chris Pratt is a terrible choice for Mario, but honestly, for the rest of the casting, I'm okay with it. Jack Black is a little strange, but also I like the dude enough that I'm not too upset by it. Seth Rogen... I don't... Okay, Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. Maybe that's another weird one that I don't know what to do. You know? I don't know what to do about that one, except just cry.
Mario, there's weed in the barrel.
Sorry, that was a very, very terrible Seth Rogen impression. Why is he Donkey Kong? Why does Donkey Kong have lines? That's my bigger question. Like, okay, yeah, it's normally all he says, but like, why does Donkey Kong have lines? I don't know what this movie is going to be. I'm scared of it. I'm going to watch it though, but I'm scared of it.
I'm unloading this cargo of pumpkin soup here. You've picked an odd place for soup delivery. Feels dangerous. Something could jump out at us at any moment. Hungry. For soup. Or robot.
The pumpkin got slightly larger when you put it down. Ugh, why am I dying?
I'm out of here.
Oh shit. I don't know how I forgot about this guy.
This fucking guy.
He was even in Hyrule Warriors. Well, kind of. It's just like a story element in it. But yeah. And weren't there like bones of this dude in Breath of the Wild? I feel like I recall that. Also really good music. How did I forget this boss fight? Oh! Oh, we're doing this with even less heart. How did I forget this song? This song is so good. It's also like vaguely Star Wars. There's like a part where it goes do 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 da do. I remember this fight being fucking terrible on Wii, but I think that has everything to do with the motion controls. So doing this without motion controls isn't so bad. Kind of. Wait, how do you brake? I never make use of the braking on the bird. Alright, this bitch. Oh no! Wow, I'm getting bodied. Do I even have a fairy on me? I do. Okay. Well. I will say, I think out of all the Mario movie casting, I am most okay with Charlie Day as Luigi. I think that is a very good casting. You know, as someone who really likes voice acting, I'm a little sad that Martinet got his lead role stolen from him. But I understand why. Doesn't make it any better that they did it, but I know why Hollywood does that. Hollywood believes that they can't sell movies unless they have big names attached to the movie as the lead roles, right? You can't. That's why, like for Sonic, you couldn't have Roger Craig as lead Sonic, because Roger Craig Smith, as much as he is known to like gamers and like voice acting like aficionados, I would probably argue that Roger Craig is not as widely known as whatever the dude. I don't even know the dude that played Sonic in the actual show or in the movie. That's why. Okay, aiming this with the controller is a little weird. Also, I don't really remember this fight at all, but I'm guessing. Come on. There we go. Oh, fuck. I probably should have done a few more spin attacks there. Suddenly now the music is Star Fox. This is like, the mission on the ice planet, Star Fox 64. Why? Alright. I think I have to specifically go like... No, I'm doing diagonals here. There we go. And then we have to do it the other way. It's a little less easy to do this, I think, with the controller. Maybe... Do I have my Joy-Con near me? No, I don't. Fuck. The Joy-Con are in the other room. Because I took my Switch over away the other day.
Puck, go the other way. Go the other way, my bro.
Fuck. Alright, we gotta learn how to do this. There we go. I have to remember, actually, it's been so long since I played this that I kind of forgot that when you're playing with the controller, you don't have to worry about the position of your sword. You just want to swing in the direction that the sword is at. Like, you don't... Like, I keep trying to, like, go from bottom left to top right. But you really just have to do the top right to swing diagonally. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, get fucked.
Boss dead.
Link, get off of there. Link! We're capsizing!
Link doesn't care. He's vibing. Down he goes.
He's gone!
Link is drowning. Do you think the clouds in Skyward Sword are kind of like the Cloud Sea in Xenoblade 2? So, like, Link is now, like, drowning in water? Or are they more like real Cloud? Probably more like real Cloud. I don't know what kind of voice to do for this dude.
Tell me, boy, was it you who brought me this most delectable cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my earlier behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done now.
I'm still trying to find a voice.
That business is done with now. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. I am the great spirit they call Levias. Before she passed from this world so long ago, the goddess Hylia appointed me as warden of the skies. And what do they call you, boy? Ah, Link, is it? A rather pleasing name, that. Your parents clearly have excellent taste in names. You carry a curious sword, boy. I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. I see now. Link, you are the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you've come to hear what I know of the Triforce. As I suspected, listen closely and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for his own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the rock you call Skyward. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now. Oh, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint as to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played on the harp you hold. It is known as the Song of the Hero. The song is the key to revealing the secret location of the Triforce. The goddess split this song into 4 parts. She entrusted 1 part to me, and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. You must gather each of the parts of the Song of the Hero. Seek out the dragons, and convince them to teach you their parts. When they've taught you what they know, come to me, and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found at Farron Woods, Elden Volcano, and Lanayru Desert. Go on then. Find the dragons you now seek.
Okay. Sure thing, buddy.
You got a nice head. Bro. Also, this place is now, like, extremely bright. This is not how clouds work. But okay.
Okay.
Did I remember to disable that echo? Okay, yes, good. 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 That's always the fear I have when doing voice modulation, is anytime I modulate the voice, it is only a post-processing thing. Like, I cannot hear it. So, like, it will not annoy me. But also, it means I don't know if I leave it on. Which has happened several times. I need to heal, though, before I do much of anything else. Do I even have another bottle on me? No. Let's go in... Wait, you can just, like, sit down, right? I can just find a bench and sit down. I forgot that this game has that. Here's a bench right here. Take a moment to sit. Admire the birds. There are no bees here, so we can't admire birds and bees, but, you know, just birds. There's beetles here. Admire those. Link is dead. Alright, well, that's good enough. I would have bought a potion, but, I'm good. Well, if I can do this in any order, I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm going to Lanayru first. What do you want?
Hey, Link. Always in a hurry to get somewhere, aren't you? You have a classmate named Stritch, right? He said he discovered some kind of insect paradise inside that big thunderhead. That guy really loves bugs, doesn't he? I wonder what he intends to do with this insect paradise. Well, that's a side quest. We'll do that later.
We'll do it later.
I don't know why, but right now I just want to do Lanayru. It is what my heart seeks. I know I can go back to Farron and fight the imprisoned again. I don't want to do that, though. So we'll save that for later. We're not doing 2 imprisoned fights in one stream.
Ain't no thing.
I'm pretty sure I can do this in any order I want. The thing is, I don't know where to go. Wait. Wasn't this really close? I think I do know where I have to go here. I think I have to go back in that cave that's like the crossroads section. Or some weird audio warbling. Probably just my end, though.
Yeah, go back up here.
Did you finish?
Hey, over here! Is that you, Link? Nice timing. I have been meaning to look for you. Come over here for a minute.
What do you want? I love his fucking hair. This dude's whole being is incredible.
Nice to see you, Link. Say, you ever find the sacred flame you were looking for? Really? You did? Oh, great. I was pretty curious about it, so spill all the details.
I don't know what the fuck this voice is.
I see. So after all that adventuring, you finally found it. Link, I have to say, you are pretty amazing. You're not the only one. Well, you are not the only one, rather. I found out some more about the legends of the three dragons. This news is gonna blow your mind. I have found out that there's indeed an hidden area beyond here. There is a narrow path that I cannot fit through.
I can't do this voice any longer.
Without losing a few pounds. My theory is that it probably links to the home of the Thunder Dragon, one of the three dragons in the legend.
The voice is morphing. What is his eyebrows doing? Yo. Oh, I missed it.
And I'm convinced that these robots must have something to do with it as well. The Thunder Dragon, a bunch of robots and time shift stones. What a story!
So through there? Through there? No. Fuck you. I don't care what you have to say about strong shields. Nice belly button. You okay? Alright, guy. There's a goddess wall over here. Okay, there were plenty of opportunities for me to heal. And I didn't need to go sit down at Skyloft. But you know what? You know what? Tacos. That's all I've got to say. This
is Lanayru Gorge. Legend tell of a dragon loyal. Fuck.
God.
Signs indicate that an ancient civilization established a quarry here to mine the deposit of high-quality time-shift stones. Consequentially, the terrain is intricately subdivided with remnants of long-abandoned mining equipment, such as mine carts and third tracks.
Lanayru Gorge. Big
area.
How long have I been streaming for? Hour and a half? That's not bad. I can keep going. I don't really have a lot going on today. I just have to go to bed early because work mandate or 12-hour shift. Work. I don't like doing 12-hour shifts. But if they tell me I have to be mandate, then I'd be like, oh, okay. Also, I have an interview for a different job on Monday. So maybe I can escape this hell that is working for this company that doesn't care about people who live lives. I mean, luckily for me, I don't have kids. I don't really have a family. So I don't have much reason to tell them no when they ask me for mandates. For overtime stuff. Yo. Bones. The Nehru. Dead. This boy dead as fuck. Wait, did I ping with this statue yet? No, now I have. Locked. Entry to the area ahead is allowed only by permission of the Thunderhead Lanayru. The Thunder Dragon, not the Thunderhead. Boulder. Pick up a boulder with relative ease. Oh.
Ants! Ants!
Yes. Is that key? Is that key down there? You tell me you've got keys down here. What is it doing? It's awfully convenient that it landed there and not deeper into the chasm, huh? That boy dead as fuck. He can't give me permission. I'm going grave robbing. Alright, let's see. Okay. I think now is a good, decent enough time to chat about that direct. So, in a general sense, I will say, I think that was actually a pretty good direct. There wasn't a lot there that I, myself, was interested in, but there was a lot there, for what it's worth. Where? I hear it. Oh, there's two. Can we get two for the price of one? Hell yeah, we can. No, you're dead. You're fucking dead. Okay.
There are lots of big time shift stones here. Bzz. Did you get permission from the Master Thunder Dragon to come here like we did? We're just about to transport this time shift stone to Master Thunder Dragon. Reap. There are many monsters.
He's dead. I do remember this segment too, the minecart escort. Still a pretty good segment, because it's Lineru, of course it is. Get out of here. How? God, reflexes. He just gave up on me. That's okay. Some highlights for me for the direct. Obviously, Kirby was something that I was screaming at, and yeah, my partner was like, "What is wrong with you? Why are you like this?" And I'm like, "Kirby!" But yeah, I think overall, I mean, the Mario movie casting was a weird thing, just in general. Is there a button? Oh, I see. It feels like this movie has been in development for a while, hasn't it, though? I mean, what, we heard about that Nintendo was doing movie stuff, like, back in, like, almost before the Switch came out, right? Like, I want to say, was Iwata still alive when Nintendo made their announcement that they were expanding into, like, amusement parks and movies and such? I think that's the case, but I could be wrong. Oh, I see. I don't know why I went out of my way to get that. Oh, go down here. I need that.
Thank you. Thank you.
He might have been around still. I don't really know from complete memory, but I feel like this movie has we've known about for a very long time. So, and we still like know nothing about it. I almost want to say we knew about the Mario movie at the same time, or maybe even before Detective Pikachu. But that could be wrong. Bats, please. Oh good, the bats die. Bats aren't allowed to exist in the past. Bats hadn't evolved yet. Silly game. But as for like the games in the Direct, I was not exactly super surprised to see that they didn't show Smash. I want them. I'm really looking forward to October 5th, only because it means that I can no longer have to hear about tiring Smash Brothers conversations. Don't get me wrong, I love Smash. I love the idea of speculating on who our favorite characters are going to be, what the next Smash character is, and all that. But like, man, does it really get a little tiring to constantly be speculating with people on what the next character is. Just a little bit for me. I mean, this game is now like 3 years old. Speculation for the game began, you know, before the game even came out. You know, that was one of the big rumors for Switch. When the Switch like first came out, everyone was like, all right, so when are we getting Smash? And then Smash Bros. Speculation started there as like a... Everyone was like, oh no, it's just gonna be a Smash 4 port, or maybe a deluxe version like Mario Kart did. But no, Smash Ultimate came out and it was its own identity, which was good. I was happy with that. But just the conversations in general around the topic of Smash Brothers just kind of was oog moment. Was I supposed to get there before this thing? Oh, I see what's gonna happen. Cool. Yes! Fuck yeah, dude! We're gonna start over from the beginning. Yeah, dude! This isn't quite the beginning, but actually it's not even that far back. I'm sure some people would be interested to hear still, despite that, what my final predictions for a Smash character would be. And unrelated to me feeling the way the slight level of animosity towards the topic of Smash Brothers these days. Unrelated, I still I really just don't have an idea on who the last character could be. The most I've ever been able to think is maybe they'll do like a Smash Brothers character, such as make the hands playable, or like a fighting polygon thing. If they wanted to go out with particularly a bang, for the last character, and it wasn't going to be a third-party character, I think that would be how they would do it if it was first-party that they were trying to go out on a bang with. I don't think everyone would be in love with that, but I think it would be a cool idea. Otherwise, third-party characters that would, like, go out with a bang is really subjective anyways. I think the most, like, in general, third-party character that would make people go crazy would be another, like, either, like, a Doom guy or a Master Chief, maybe, but I don't realistically think that something like that is what we're going to be getting. I think some people are going to be extremely disappointed by whatever the last character is, but that's a given. It's Smash Brothers. You know, it's kind of what we do. You know, I got my dream character, which wasn't even that much of a dream character. It was a pretty safe bet in that I like Xenoblade 2 a lot, you know, so Hyra and Mithra, excellent addition for me. Helps that they're even extremely fun to play as well. As for other things in the direct, like I said, Kirby looks really good. Even though my partner was very like, what the fuck is wrong with you when Kirby was on screen. I had our other friend Aaron with us at the time, and Aaron and I were both like, yes, yes. So at least that, and also Melvin, my roommate, was there, and he also liked what he saw in relation to that. Hello.
We got permission from our master, the Thunder Dragon, to dig for time shift stones. Reap. But Master Thunder Dragon is very ill right now. I'm worried about him. At this rate, our master may cease functioning. Weep.
Bayonetta 3 looked good too. I like the new design. I'm a little disappointed that they appear to have replaced the Bayonetta voice actress though. But I guess that's what they do sometimes. Maybe there's like a lore reason. I don't know. But I saw some other people were a little disappointed by it. She sounds younger than what Bayonetta previous was. I don't remember the name of the old original Bayonetta voice actress.
Hello. I haven't had a visitor quite like you in quite a while.
I don't know what kind of voice to do for this dude.
You're a human, aren't you? You must have some reason for coming this far. What is it? I see. So you're Link from the sky.
It's not much of a name, is it?
How about I add a model number to go by your name?
Like my friends have got. LD Link 16? What's the 16 supposed to mean? 16 seconds of thought into the name.
Oh, I can tell you don't like the sound of that. That's a shame. So, what can I do for you? Oh, you say you need me to teach you a song. Hold on now. Did you just say you came from the Sky Link? So then, you're the chosen hero by the goddess, aren't you? I see. Well, that is something.
I think I just remembered something in relation to this. I think we're about to have to fight the prison again anyways. Although I must apologize, you see. I can't really help you. I may have enough strength for a brief chat like this, but, well, as you can see, I am quite ill. Cough. I'm in no shape to sing. And to think it was the goddess herself who entrusted me with this important duty. I feel the deepest shame. Oh, he's got invisible walls protecting him. That shouldn't have been as funny as it was.
On the other side of the bridge, we planted a seedling from the Tree of Life, which is said to bear the fruit that can cure any illness from... But trees don't grow so well around here, Weep.
I take sit. That cough should not be as funny as it is.
We wanted Master Thunder Dragon to get well, so we planted a seedling from the Tree of Life, which bears a fruit that is said to cure any illness.
Roop. There is Goddess Cube over here. I do like the sound of that. Can I get up that? Oh, I can. I don't know why, from the angle I was down there, it just looked like I wouldn't be able to make this. No. Tree. Reverse grow. There's a word for that, right? Reverse growing? No, I'm not talking about shrink. De-age? I don't know. Goodbye, tube. I guess... Are there more Goddess Cubes in this region? I'm not getting any pings, so maybe not. I might have gotten all the Goddess Cubes in the desert here. That would be nice.
Master Thunder Dragon's condition has been bad for a long time.
The soil here is not suitable for growing trees.
Only we had more time.
More time, you say? Dig. Life tree seedling. It's a very young form of a legendary tree whose fruit is said to cure any illness.
What are you doing with that seedling? Master Thunder Dragon needs a fruit from the Tree of Life to recover. Unless you mean to help our master?
Of course.
Really? Thank you. Just make sure you plant the seedling somewhere where we'll be able to thrive, for I hear growing the seedling to maturity in Lanayru province is impossible. We're counting on you.
So why did you plant it here, then? You twonk. Okay, do I have that amiibo near me? I wonder. Hang on, it's probably on the shelf behind.
Yep, he's over here.
Might be useful to have that on my desk again. Hang on, while I'm paused.
Get some big sippy.
Big sippy. How do I call Fi again? There we go. I always forget. Alright, let's go back to the sky. So, if I recall, we have to go to the past at the Temple of Groose. That wasn't what it was called, but yeah, we have to go there. And I think just by going to Farron, we're gonna trigger that imprisoned fight again, so, well... I didn't think that one through very much, did I? Oh, where's this? Do I go and get that now? Yeah, I might as well. I don't know, it could be heart piece, it could be heart metal. I don't remember if the last heart is a heart piece or a heart metal, but I think it's heart piece. So no tornado. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Are there any other highlights from the Nintendo Direct that I haven't touched on? I'm trying to think. Oh, the NSO stuff is fine. I'm happy to see Nintendo 64 games finally coming to NSO. It's slightly frustrating that it took this long, but hey, we're here now. entertain us. Here we are now. Entertain us with Nintendo 64. Games on the Switch. But, yeah, it's fine. I'm happy to see Majora is coming to Switch. I was earlier this year kind of hoping to find Majora through like a Majora's Mask 3D remake, because everyone's got their complaints with that version of the game. Wait, how do you attack? Oh, right, you have to click the stick in. I don't know if I have to kill that thing, so I might as well just not. Proceed to don't. I like the sounds of Levias in the distance going. Oh, there's the quiver that I didn't need to buy. Bitch. I'll leave him. He can live with just a 80% less body. Okay. Now we can go. I guess I'm right here. I might as well check in on this dude too, though. Considering I got the side quest prompt for it. Hey, dude. How's it going, my guy? My dude?
Link, I wasn't expecting to see you here. I knew I flew into this thick fog and ended up on this island. Once I got here, I looked around and realized this is some kind of insect paradise. I decided to go after my dream and raise a bunch of bugs here. Now I can spend my days catching all the bugs I want. You want to try catching some bugs? I'll release a few for you, so why don't you give it a shot? I have to come up with 2 levels for my bug catching competition. An easy bug beginner level, and a bug wrangler level for real bug masters like me. Since you're on a bug lover, I'll charge you 20 rupees for the bug beginner level and 50 for the bug wrangler level.
Bug beginner activated.
I'm gonna be timing you while you're in the course. If you get a decent time, I'll give you a prize. In the bug beginner course, I'll give you pictures of 5 different bugs. Catch 1 of each to finish, got it? Okay, get ready.
Cool. Hello.
You're mine.
So we need, is that Firefly, Ladybug, and Mantis. Ladybug right here. I'm sure the best way to go about this is to just memorize where all the bugs spawn at. That was a grasshopper, not a mantis, you fool! There's a poop bug. Firefly in here. I believe ants are also in here. No! Not in... No? No? No ants! Grasshoppers. Alright, never mind. I thought there were ants here. Oh. That was kind of terrifying. We don't need you. Rude. I can't really think of any other things that are like standing out to me from the direct. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I I mean, there's a lot of really good games coming to Switch in general, though. Oh, wait, I think I know where the ants are. Ants are in the secret domain. Nope, no ants in the secret domain. It seems useful to have later. Oh. It's a big slope. Wait, where the hell are the ants? Oh. Alright, and I have no idea where the mantis spawns. Unless that's it right there. Oh, it is. You're just hopping. Just goofing.
That's it, time's up. Oh, I'm impressed. You might be a natural at this. Don't get full of yourself, though. You're still not good enough to win any of my rare insects. Next time, pull out all the stops and try to finish in less than 2 minutes. Oh, your prize this time is 50 rupees.
Let's see if I can do it under 2 minutes. Is it gonna be the same bugs? Yeah, looks like it. I don't know if that was RNG blessing me or what, but... Actually, I know a better route I can take for this. Go up. Stop! Go up to the top from here. And then get the ant and the mantis. The antis, if you will. No? No mant- oh, there it is. Oh, bees! I'm sorry! Bees! Yeah, under a minute.
Stop! Time's up! That was just incredible!
Oh,
Let me remind you that you were doing the bug beginner level of difficulty. Next time, try Bug Wrangler. There's a prize here of 5 of my absolute favorite bugs.
5 sky stag beetles.
Take good care of them for me.
Your fucking prizes are bogus.
I'm gonna be timing you while you're in the course. If you get a decent prize, I'll give you a prize. In the Bug Wrangler course, you'll need to catch a total of 10 bugs that I specified from among 8 different types. Got all that? Okay, get ready.
So we get multiples of certain bugs that we have to catch? Oh, we don't even need this bug. Alright, so 2 grasshopper. I don't even need to push you off the cliff. I didn't need that ladybug. I don't know why I went for that. Okay. Cicadas. I hear the cicadas, but I don't know where they are. It's an Elden Roller. Do I need any of you? No. No, don't kill it. Out here probably. Oh, there was an ant out here. But I'm just blind as fuck. Oh, fuck. I need one of these dragonflies to come to me. What was that? Ant. Mantis.
Psycho Mantis.
Fuck! Is there a way to, like, get these dudes to come to me? I don't know if it's worth wasting a bunch of time here. Oh, there's the skater. I think there's... Oh shit, but that's the only bug I need left. Can I even get there from here? I don't think I can. Fuck. You just have to get lucky with the mantis, I guess. Or with the dragonfly, rather. Because they big skirties. That was not a great time. Only because the dragonflies did not want to cooperate. Okay, time! Hey, this is incredible! I think you might be in the running for second place as the best bug catcher after me. You should aim for under 2 minutes. Do that and a prize package of 5 fabulous bugs is yours to take home. Take good care of them for me. Wait, that's it? That's all he gives me is bugs? Like, no shit heart? I ain't interested in this dude. Fuck his games. Game is lame. Which I think is a Mario Party minigame. No, wait, that's same as lame. Which Mario Party had same as lame? I have the name same as lame, but I cannot place what you even do in that game. There has been many Mario Party. Every time my partner and I are over at my place. Usually Mario Party 6. Sometimes I try to get them into Mario Party 2, and then we play on Western Land, and then the train fucks all of us, and then we're like, no more Mario Party 2. We're done. The AI in Mario Party Original is fucking relentless, by the way, and Mario Party 2, I guess. Actually, I don't even know about Mario Party Original. I will only say Mario Party 2, because that's the only one I can really talk about. But, holy shit, we just put that... We put a normal Luigi, and it kicked all 3 of our asses. Like, what? What do you mean? Mario Party Superstars, it looks fine as well. I'm a little sad by the only 5 boards thing. I hope they do DLC to add more boards, but then again, we were all saying that we hoped that from Super Mario Party, and that didn't happen there either. Instead, 2 years later, they gave us online. So, maybe, but I'm not counting on it. Alright, so we've got the seed. I don't know where that is in my inventory. It might not even be in my inventory. So, let's go on down. A report.
A report, Master! An unusual phenomenon is taking place in Farron Woods, making it impossible to descend directly into them at the moment.
Great. Oh, we can go behind the temple. Okay. Maybe if I go behind the temple, I don't have to deal with the imprisoned yet. That would be good, because I'm not ready for an imprisoned yet. Oh. No, I don't believe I am. Hey, dude. Still being a Goron?
You know it!
Alright, thanks. I don't know why, but this level, or this area in particular, makes me really want to play Hyrule Warriors Original again. I guess, oh, you know what? That was another thing that was there. Was Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity had some DLC that looked a little bit more meaty than what I was expecting. With actual, like, story content underway, fully voiced and all. Wait, what am I doing here? I thought I needed to talk to Groose.
Groose, my guy, my man, my bro! How you do?
Hey, Link. Now that is a serious seedling. Why didn't you tell me you had that thing on you? I'm no expert, but it seems like the perfect fit for this temple. If you plant it here, it'll grow for sure. Only downside is it's gonna take basically forever for a seedling that big to grow into a full tree.
Basically forever, you say? I know a place I can go to basically be forever. Wow, it's like I did these things out of order. Say what you will about, like, the Dynasty Warriors gameplay, but, I think Age of Calamity did that whole thing extremely well. I don't know why. I did not 100% original Hyrule Warriors by any means, because that is fucking ridiculous. And no human being should ever have to undergo that unless they plan on spending, you know, an evening a night for the rest of their fucking life. Because there's really just that much content in the game. But, Age of Calamity was, something I did actually 100% when it came out. I did not go back and play any of the DLC, though. I plan on it. Maybe I'll even stream it if I am in the mood for that. We'll see. I don't know when that stuff comes out, though.
Oh, yeah. Now this is a tree I could look at all day. It's like a symbol for the temple or something. Every time I stare at it, my jaw starts hanging open and I get this weird, happy feeling.
What do you mean, every time? Did we just, like, timeline hop? Holy shit. 866 fruit! This is literally the logo to Fruity Loops. We just got FL Studio 14! Cracked version! No. You got the life tree fruit. Eating this succulent fruit legend cures any illness. Take it to the Thunder Dragon. But that is like the exact color of the FL Studio logo, is it not? I have to use FL Studio ISO drivers in order to make my microphone work. I've tried writing music in FL Studio, but for some reason my brain just cannot figure it out. So I still write music with Mixcraft at the current time. Eventually, I'd like to learn FL Studio, because I think it's probably a more powerful tool. And it's what I see a lot of other music writing creator people use. But, you know, I've seen people rag on Mixcraft for having some really shitty MIDIs, and it does. But the UI, for what it's worth, is really user-friendly. It makes a lot of sense on how it works. My thing for FL Studio is I just can't figure out how to start, like, a program track. Because I'm dumb as fuck. I go to edit and I don't see the option there. And, like, with Mixcraft, it's just there. You just do it, you right-click the track, and then you start writing. But, like, I can't figure out how to even get, like, the multi-track up on FL Studio. But that's a me problem. I don't really actually think that's a problem with FL Studio. That's just me not learning it and being too lazy to learn it. One day we'll get there. I remember I used to think that the well, I could have just used the amiibo to come back. I am a fool. Shit. That's how little I've used this thing. It's not worth it. I remember making a big stink when the game first came out about how I couldn't get one. And then now I have one. And yeah, I don't fucking use it. I don't fucking use this shit. It's useless. Wait, why am I here? I don't need to be over here. What's wrong with me? I just gotta give homeboy the fruit. Call me Kevin, because I am spacey right now. Kevin Spacey should have been in the Mario movie, just saying. Oh, Link, hello there. Is there something you need? Got this big ass fruit. I don't know where I was keeping that shit.
Oh, is that what I think it is? You brought that here for me, didn't you?
Amazing.
Oh, down the hatch.
There you go.
Oh, you've done it, boy. I can feel the fruit's effect surging.
Surge?
Through me. It's exhilarating. I feel like a proper dragon again.
The face of satisfaction.
Just because I have eternal life doesn't mean I can't get mighty sick. Thanks to you, boy, this old dragon will keep on charging a while yet. I owe you a big thank you. So allow me to perform a moving rendition of my part on the Song of the Hero. I should warn you, I've got a mean set of pipes and I don't know how to use them. Oh wait, I do, just kidding. That's just Gabe that doesn't know how to use them. This'll clean out those ears, boys, so brace yourself.
Oh, this is the Metroid Prime theme. Or Halo. Sounds more Metroid Prime, though. Learn that shit, boy. Boy! You learned part of the Song of the Hero.
Link, I owe you my life. You have to let me repay you. Give me some time to prepare. And when you next return to visit me, I believe you will be mighty pleased.
Master, the melody...
The melody you just acquired is one part of the Song of the Hero.
I recommend you seek out the other two dragons in their respective areas to learn the other two parts of the song.
Thanks, Kermit Phi.
Kermit to the bit.
Hang on. If I just like leave this area and come back, is that an adequate amount of next you come to visit me? Let's see. Is there any goddess cubes anywhere here? No, I think I've gotten all the goddess cubes in this area. Cool.
All right, homeboy. Was that enough time for you?
Hello there. Whoa, Link, I told you to wait a little while, but you just couldn't resist, eh? Well, I guess there's no sense in waiting any longer. Let's get this show started. Of course, seeing how you're the hero of legend, you don't really have time to just goof off here, right? Right, so how about we make this a little bit more fun and meaningful by taking you back through some of those challenges you faced previously? You know, sometimes you just gotta step backward to go forward.
Nintendo certainly knows that.
There's a lot you can learn from revisiting your past struggles. Oh, yes. So, Link, are you game?
Do he got the game? How good is Link's game?
You're a true hero, that's the spirit. And if you would permit me, I'll take a peek at your past experiences. Holy shit. What were you doing in 4th grade? Indeed. Indeed. You have done some amazing things, like battling fierce foes and overcoming the daunting trials of the Silent Realm. Alright then. Based on those experiences, you can choose one of 2 exciting challenges. Which one would you like to try? Pick whichever one you like. Bottle. You want to do battle? Fantastic, I like your moxie. Because you choose battle, I will select only from the toughest opponents you've ever faced. And I will use my power to recreate the same battle so you can face your greatest enemies once more. You're being a good sport, so I'll reward you. Do well enough, and I might give you something truly special. An absurdly sturdy shield. Oh, but if you lose... Well, let's just say, this isn't a game. If you lose, it's all over. You won't be going home in one piece.
Still interested? Yes, but can I save first?
Spoken like a little warrior. I like it. Now then, would you like to face an enemy from the near beginning of your journey? Or a fairly recent one?
The beginning.
From the beginning of your journey, huh? In that case, let's see. Here we go. These guys look pretty tough. Which one would you like to face?
Girahim.
Girahim it is. He's a creepy guy you fought in Skyview Temple. I forgot to tell you something. The only items you can use in battle are the items you would have had at the time. Yep, that's it. Also, pouch items are prohibited. I know that sounds really hard, but you've fought these guys once before, so I've got to keep it interesting. Maybe I am being a little rough on you here. I'll tell you what, I'll let you take the shield you currently have equipped. You all set? You got a good shield on and everything? If you're ready, we're gonna do this for real. Are we ready? Yeah, let's do this, yeah. Psych yourself up for this!
Oh, but he lets me keep my master sword, though.
Stop!
Oh, he's getting tasty up in here. Oh! Also, we fucking annihilated that phase.
Oh! Oh, no! You bitch!
What are you doing, Link? Swing at him! Yeah, get out of here. Bitch.
Wow, Link, that was incredible! You're quite a warrior. Here's how long it took you to finish off Girahim, 42-28. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Let's celebrate with a little prize for your efforts. There's 50 rupees. Go on then, take it. By the way, Link, what do you think about trying another battle right now? I want to ask you if there wasn't another reward on the table. In fact, the more battles you win, the better your reward when you finish.
As mentioned before, I've got lots of rewards, including an absurdly sturdy shield. Makes you want to leap right into another fight, doesn't it? However, I bet you can see where I'm going with this. If you fail, that's the end of our little game. And keep in mind, your shield durability and hearts will carry over from battle to battle. It makes all the battles more exciting. Quit now, and you'll get yourself a not too shabby 20 rupees.
Is this like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Where you just keep going into harder treasures? Alright, Regis. Next win will net you a fabulous small treasure. Continue. I think there's a heart piece in this, like, line of rewards here.
For consecutive battles, I get to choose what opponent comes next. I mean, you didn't really have to think you had to pick an enemy every time, did you? Now you get to look forward to finding out who your opponent is at the start of each battle. But enough talk. How about you?
Alright, well, at least it's Among Us, sussy. Alright, come here. Can't get onto your head unless you come a little further.
Oh, you fucker.
I will do this and... What the fuck? What happened there? Like, just tripped. Oh, shit. Alright. Sussy Baka. No, no, his toes! Wait, does this place still have the hearts that line the path? Yeah, it does. I could get hearts, which would be advantageous for the other fights. Okay. Well, that's not quite what I had in mind there. What? Why does that keep happening? Also, how do you even get those hearts? The beetle, maybe? Oh, fuck. Tired boy. Could also just get there from the top of his head right here. Yeah, I think I'll just get him with the beetle. Because you have to wait for him to do his thing anyways, so. Where he going? Oh! No, that actually caught me off guard. I was like, where is he? Alright. Getting on this boy's head. Oh, fuck. Okay. Baka too sussy. Oh, you bitch. We'll just knock him down the old classic way. Nice crotch wind. Alright, get the fuck out. Get the fuck back in your hole! Notice how I said, I'm not fighting the imprisoned twice today. And here we are, maybe even fighting him 3 times. The lack of sound for this is something. There, oh. At least in my headphones, there was no sound for any of that because of the weird audio issue I'm having.
Well done! Spectacular skills on display once again.
2:43:36. Shitty time.
Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Let's celebrate with a little prize for your efforts. Here's 50 rupees. Go on then, take it. Quit now and you'll earn yourself not too shabby. Continue. We're gonna keep going. We gotta get that sword.
I get that sword. Oh!
Best boss fight in the game. No complaints here. This is cool though. I mean, it's not the coolest thing, but the boss fight gauntlet thing. Zelda doesn't really do this. A lot of games tend to do like a gauntlet, like Mega Man is infamous for it. Like right at the end of a game. But Zelda doesn't usually do this. Doesn't mean they haven't either, though. I'm trying to think. Wind Waker has a gauntlet at the end that's like mandated. This is all optional stuff, which is why I kind of like it a little bit more. Are we going into phase 2 yet, or? I mean, that was a lot of hits with True Master Sword. You would have had regular sword at this point. Nope. Still phase 1. Oh, shit.
Slap that boy!
Give me your fist. Wrong fist. Come on, homeboy. I don't know why I just stood there and tanked that. There we go. Come on, boy. Give me that good shit. I'm not even that close to you. Just give me the arm. What he gonna do? Stop posing. There we go. Maybe it was because I had the whip out that he didn't want to. Please tell me that was enough to invoke phase 2. Okay, yes. Invoke thy name of phase 2. This is a longer boss fight than I remember. Mostly just because you're waiting on him. Yes, thank you. I know what the sword do. I wonder if this thing is more powerful than my True Master Sword. Using his sharp blade. I don't know. Oh boy, you wanna break some pillars so I can get some hard? Alright, you can stop now. Thank you. Thank you. Oh fuck. Summoning the dead. Get out! No. Do it again. Fucking do it again. Alright. Now, your legs are mine. Your knees! I own them! He's swinging. Let's see if we can get this pillar. There we go. Alright. No, that's not what I need you to do right now. I need you to give me the big... Yes, that... Oh, come on. Because I don't need to break all the arms, but at least one of them. Oh! I've never seen him swipe at me like that. Yeah. Yeah! I still hate the laugh. Still hate it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Well done.
It took way too long, dude. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle.
Yeah, thank you. Piece of heart. Continue. Next battle will be number 4. Defeat all the enemies. You must win this many more battles. 5. Let's get on with it.
Oh, Girahim too.
My least favorite Girahim. Oh, we getting tasty again already. Oh, he dual wield. I didn't actually realize that he dual wields in this fight, in comparison to originally where he did not dual wield. Bitch.
Yeah. Getting spicy in this shit.
Please don't lick your sword. It's kind of gross, dude. All right, well that wasn't that bad. I did that a lot better than when I actually fought him in the dungeon.
Well done! Spectacular skills on display once again. Here's how long it took you to finish off Girahim.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? That was your first time.
You just say the same thing every fucking time. I'm gonna keep going. I know the piece of heart is something I need, but I want the shield first. We'll come back for the piece of heart. Eventually.
Come on! God damn this wheel! Throw it!
You bitch! Oh, he going long. See, this is now my 3rd time having to fight this dude since I had to replay a lot of the game because I was dumb. And, well, more like because I think I had mic issues, if I recall. Wow, it's been so long since that I completely forgot why I had to replay half the game off stream. I think it was mic issues. But, that was pretty fast. Okay. Spectacular skills once again. 50 roops. Rare treasure. Continue.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Your next battle will be number 6.
Scaldera.
Oh, come on!
Why do I fall for these foolish attacks?
Every time.
Why? No! Man, fuck your hand.
Fuck your chicken strips! I backflipped, you bitch!
Oh, I might die. There we go. And now just poke. Where you at?
Where you at, cuz? Why you got hot sauce on your head?
Nope, nope. I think the strat is I have to put him in a corner in order to stun lock him for the eye stabbing. Yeah. Oh.
What?
Oh my god. Jesus. This is not looking too good for me, isn't it?
Isn't it?
If we could get another imprisoned right now, that'd be nice. I know there's hearts at imprisoned fights. At least. Alright, 50 rupees. 500 rupees next. Imprisoned? Ah, fuck. There are no hearts in this whole battle. I think imprisoned is what we'll end on if we can make it through this. Oh, there's hearts! There are hearts in this battle! From the tentacles! I'll take it. Oh, I've only got 6 arrows. What do I do when I run out of arrows? I'm out of soup. Alright. Back to tentacle phase.
I've seen a couple of shows like this before.
Oh! I've actually never seen this dude attack in this phase. I didn't know he could. I thought he just does things menacingly.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Phase 3? No. We don't believe in phase 3 in this household. No. Wow.
No! No!
No damage. There we go. There we go. Oh, he angry. Oh, I could have destroyed those tentacles for hearts, it looks like. Oh my god. There, I saw a heart.
Mario, it's me, Seth Rogen. Donkey Kong, I mean.
Sorry. Alright, so now we're going to do some Cthulhu ass shit. Uh-oh. Come on, oh wait, I gotta get the hearts. Alright, that's all I needed.
That was it.
Yes.
Well done.
More 50 rupee. Absolutely, or absurdly rather, sturdy shield. Alright, this is it. The last bottle, and it's fucking imprisoned again. Oh my god. Well, we just did this, so... At least we know what's up. Do we get Groose again for this? I assume so, right? Fuck. That was a lot of damage. Alright, I'll go for these 3 hearts up here on the next shelf. I should have pulled out the sailcloth, but I was dumb. Oh, he's not even rolling. Rolling. Is Groose ready for me? Oh, alright, you have to wait for him to start climbing before Groose can be enabled. Why does it give me the dialogue again? Okay. That should be good enough on HP. Now we just have to worry about getting on top of him. Okay. I was trying to flip me off.
He tried to flip me the bird, but I said, no, I'm a Christian. Eee!
We'll get to you, Groose. Is he gonna get up now? Yeah. Will I be able to get to this gust before... Nope. Nope. Alright, well we can do this the old-fashioned way. We've got the health for it now, at the very least. Alright, we do need to slow you down. Okay. Oh, shit. Alright, and now we have to remember I have to go all the way around him because his arms are stupid. I hate arms. It's actually an alright game.
But I hate it. Commit to the bit.
Get fucked. That went slightly better than my earlier attempt at this fight. Well, there we go.
You did it. Yes. Good.
Again, no sound for all of that in my headphones. I think you're hearing it fine, but just for me, it's just silence while he like roars or whatever's going on there. 237.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, first time reliving it, just like all the others that you relived. Go on there, take it. Congratulations, that's 8 victories in a row.
And there it is. You got the Hylian shield.
This legendary shield is imbued with heroic power, making it completely indestructible. Your pouch is full, so the item was sent to the item check. Fuck off!
Come back for a battle anytime, you know where to find me.
Well, it's like, what, 4 in is the piece of heart? We'll do that next time. The piece of heart stuff. Just give me a second real quick. Okay, we're good. Let's go back to the sky then. Yeah. I want to get that shield. But yeah, we'll do the other part of that fight for the piece of heart next stream or whenever, sometime in the future. We will do it. Just not right now. Do I really want to just knock out the last of the imprisoned right now? Just make this an imprisoned centric stream. Yeah, we could. But you know what? There's actually some side quests that we can take care of here. Now that we're in this segment of the game, I think.
Welcome, Link. Do you have something to deposit with me? Yes.
Alright, so this can go bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
And then, put this shit here and just organize my item check. Not that that's really necessary, but there we go. Now we've got all 3 shields, perfect. Large seed satchel, which we don't need, and then I have the others in my inventory. Hell yeah. And this is the link that I have standing on the shelf behind me. Complete now. Hylian shield and sword. It's really cool. This is the Skyward Sword link. Looks good. Looks good. Alright, well, I do believe that will conclude today's events of a stream. This is my POV. Well, this is my POV. Well, still no, but this is what I am looking like right now. That especially. But yeah. That's it from me today. I am going to get going now. I need to save at a statue, though. I should not just leave and do nothing. But, yeah, we made good progress. I will be back maybe later this week if I can find the time for it to come a little closer to finishing this game. We've still got, like, 2 streams left in the game before we are done with it, so that's something to look forward to. One stream of getting the rest of the Song of the Hero and maybe some side quests, and then the final dungeon from there, which, I mean, if I really gave myself enough time, I could do that all in one stream, but I'm all right. We'll do 2 separate streams probably. But yeah, I needed to finish this game for a while, so getting around to it now is good. But yeah, that's it from me. I will be here eventually. We'll see. I, again, still don't know when exactly I will have the time to finish streaming, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, you guys take care. If you're new to the stream, there are links below on Twitch that you can find other platforms that I create things on, such as the YouTubes, where I upload these archives and sometimes work on videos. And, yeah, that's it. I will be seeing you in the future at some time on a day that is not today. Goodbye.